Side as we get set to bring you live Trinity Christian Academy Junior Varsity Baseball as the Conquerors take on the Spartans of St. John's Country Day School. Good evening, everyone. I'm Raymond Bureau and Dean Bureau working the camera once again as we bring you the action live from Trinity Christian Academy. It's a split squad for the Conquerors, half the team here ready to take on St. John's, and the other half of the team has gone across town to Jacksonville South Side, where the Conquerors will take on the Providence Stallions, a crosstown rival, and that game will get underway at 6:30 p.m. We're just a moment away from the first pitch here at Trinity Christian Academy. Bring you the starting lineups for St. John's, coming in with a record of 1 win and no losses, a 3-2 defeat of Creekside. Leading off, playing second base, number 3, Finn Howell. Batting second is the pitcher, number 8, Justin Gregg, and Howell is up, and we'll bring you the rest of the batting order as we get the opportunity here in the top of the first. And a ground ball to the shortstop. Munoz makes the play over to first, 1 away. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the Conquerors pitcher, Trevor Chisholm. Stepping up now is the pitcher, Justin Gregg. He's followed by the third place hitter, the third baseman, number 4, Tanner Zellum. Cleanup hitter, number 22, shortstop, Hunter Russell. Chisholm on the mound with the windup and the pitch. In there for a strike. Batting fifth for the Spartans is the center fielder, number 10, Brad Hodges. Batting sixth in left field, number 2, Michael Wyatt. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 27, Zach Gidcombe. And a line drive into center field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. So the Spartans have their first base runner of tonight's ball game. Good, clean single to center by Justin Gregg. He is doing the pitching for the Spartans tonight. Stepping up is the third baseman, Tanner Zellum. The 8th place hitter in the Spartans order is the right fielder, number 6, Tilson Branch, and rounding it out in the 9 spot, first baseman, number 5, Jace Thomas. Chisholm from the stretch for the first time tonight. First pitch is taken for a strike. Trevor Chisholm on the mound for the Conquerors. Chisholm also a backup catcher for Coach Gil Morales on the varsity squad. Getting some action on the mound here in tonight's JV ball game, and the throw to first. The runner is back. Head coach for the Spartans, Mr. Blake Hennessy. He's assisted by Mr. Jason Thomas. We mentioned the JV Spartans have a record of 1 win and no losses coming into tonight's play, and a pitch from Chisholm down the middle for strike 2. So Chisholm is ahead in the count over third baseman Tanner Zellum. Conquerors varsity softball is also at Providence tonight. That game begins at 7 p.m. and any opportunity we get to update you on those 2 games at Providence, we'll do so. The JV baseball game will start at 6:30. Remember, it's a split squad. And the defense for the Conquerors at third base, Jalen Ross. Brian Munoz at short. We saw him make a play already. Late change, Kristen Nobles was scheduled to play second, but there's another young man out there. Looks like might be Jerome Jordan or Albie Pringle. And at first base is Ethan Dage. Left field, Anthony Bucci. And Chisholm on the mound, and here is the pitch. This one is taken for strike 3. So 1 strikeout for Chisholm. 2 down here in the top of the first. Jude Smith is in right. Kristen Nobles is in center field, and Albie Pringle is at second base. Number 22, shortstop Hunter Russell, due up for the Spartans. A runner at first, 2 away. In case you just joined us, that runner at first, courtesy of Justin Gregg, who lined a base hit into center field. And the pitch is a smash down the third baseline under the glove of Ross. And here is Gregg around second on his way to third, and Russell pulls in with a 2-out double. So runners at second and third, 2 away for the center fielder, Brad Hodges. 2 well-hit balls here in the first inning for St. John's Country Day School. Trevor Chisholm on the mound. Russell at second, he just doubled. Gregg at third. And there are 2 away. First base is open. Dage and Ross both in on the grass, and here's a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Glad you're able to join us here on live stream through tcajax.org. We're going to carry Friday afternoon's junior varsity ball game as well. That is a 4 o'clock first pitch as the Conquerors take on Episcopal, and this pitch is in the dirt, and a good block by E.J. Kavirs behind the plate, keeping the runners where they are, and a run off the board. Ball and a strike to center fielder Brad Hodges. Chisholm works from the stretch with runners at second and third, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Hodges might have chased one a little bit upstairs, and he's behind in the count 1-2. Left-hand hitter Brad Hodges digs in. Chisholm with the 1-2 pitch. Up and away, and that evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Deuce is wild here in the bottom of the first, or rather top of the first. And the pitch from Chisholm, swing and a miss, and that'll retire the side. Trevor Chisholm gives up 2 hits, but no runs. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and after a half inning of play, St. John's nothing, and the Conquerors coming to bat. And we go to the bottom of the first. Correction, thank you to the gentleman for letting me know. I've been calling the Spartans pitcher Justin Gregg. His name is Justin Grog. So again, thank you to the gentleman for updating me on that. So Grog on the mound for the Spartans, and this is the lineup he will face. Shortstop, Brian Munoz leads it off for the Conquerors. Batting second in center field, Christian Nobles. Batting third, the first baseman, Ethan Dage. Cleanup hitter is the pitcher, Trevor Chisholm. Behind the plate, E.J. Kavirs. He will bat fifth. Albie Pringle will bat sixth. He's at second base. Jalen Ross, a third baseman, bats seventh. Anthony Bucci in left field. He will bat eighth. Batting ninth is the extra hitter, Bryce Janney. In JV baseball, the coaches can agree to allow 10 batters to hit, and Janney is the extra hitter for Coach Morales. Jude Smith will bat 10th. He is in right field. Leading off for the Conquerors, a shortstop, Brian Munoz. Munoz spent the beginning of the season out injured with a concussion, but he's gotten into a couple of varsity games, and now his first at-bat for the JV Conquerors, and the pitch is low and inside for ball one. Freshman Brian Munoz, enjoying his first year here at Trinity Christian Academy, and we are very glad to have him. Grog with the 1-0, and the pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. So a ball and a strike to the Conquerors leadoff hitter. Grog working quickly. The windup and the 1-1 is taken inside, ball two. Michael Wyatt is in left field. Brad Hodges in center. Tilson Branch in right. 2 balls and a strike. Grog winds and delivers. Chopper down the third base line. That is a fair ball. And a nice play by Zellum. Throw to first. Not in time as Munoz got down the line very quickly. Zellum had to wait for that one to come down, and Munoz with good speed is aboard, and the Conquerors with the leadoff man on will send up center fielder Christian Nobles. Zellum is at third. Hunter Russell, the shortstop, Second baseman Finn Howell. First base Jace Thomas, and the pitch is downstairs for ball one. Behind the plate for the Spartans, Jack Gridcom, and on the mound, Justin Grog. Runner at first, nobody out, ball and no strikes. Sophomore Christian Nobles at the plate. And the pitch, Munoz is going. Here's a throw down and a stolen base for Brian Munoz. Pitch was called a strike, so 1-1 on Nobles. Munoz, good lead off second, not too far, and a pop-up. It'll go out of play and make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ethan Dage waits on deck. So a ball and 2 strikes on Christian Nobles. And Grog from the stretch looks back towards the runner at second, and the pitch. Breaking ball, just a little bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Grog with the 2-2. Breaking ball, lined into left field, a base hit. Munoz will stop at third. Nobles pulls up at first with a single, and the Conquerors have 2 men aboard with nobody out. Runners at the corners. Good job by the left fielder, Michael Wyatt, to get that ball back in a hurry. Hit the cutoff man and kept the runner at third base. So runners at the corners, Munoz at third, Nobles at first, nobody out for the first baseman, Ethan Dage. Sophomore Ethan Dage at the plate with a chance to put his team ahead. And the first pitch, runners going, and it's fouled back. Nobles with a good jump off of first. He will return as Dage fouls off the first pitch. No balls and a strike. Varsity Conquerors are heading down to the Orlando area this weekend. They're going to take on Class 8A West Orange High School Friday night. And then TNXL on Saturday. Nobles going again. Chopper toward the shortstop. And a throw to first by Russell is in time. Munoz scores. Throw to second. Nobles is back. So an RBI ground ball for Ethan Dage puts the Conquerors on the board as Munoz crosses with the game's first run. Good play by Russell, getting the out at first. So with a runner at second and 1 away, the pitcher Trevor Chisholm steps up to the plate. And a pitch to Chisholm is in there for a strike. JV Conquerors fell to Bowles last night 4-0. A terrific pitching job by the Bulldogs. Conquerors hit the ball pretty solidly most of the night. A lot of atom balls in that ball game. Played very well on defense. Sometimes you play a good game and it just doesn't happen, and that was the case last night for Trinity Christian's junior varsity. Ball and a strike. Here's the pitch to Chisholm. Grounded towards third. Backhanded play by Zellum. Long throw to first is in time. 5-3 on the putout, 2 away, and on the throw, Nobles takes third base. Catcher E.J. Kaviris at the plate with a runner at third and 2 men out. Good defense by the Spartans here in the bottom of the first. Fine backhanded play by Tanner Zellum. And Kaviris at the plate with the first pitch. It is chopped foul. No balls and a strike. Kaviris 1 for 9 on the season. That one a double. But he has hit the ball pretty hard a number of times, hitting in some tough luck. He's been hit by 3 pitches, however. And here is the pitch, and this one's a breaking ball that misses up high. course, assistant coach Mr. Paul Bucci working Game Changer, allowing us to get those stats information to you. Follow the Conquerors. You'll be able to see box scores, automated recaps, live play-by-play on your device or computer, 2 balls and a strike. Of course, I enjoy writing up the games myself on tcabaseballjax.com/thepressbox. We'll put tonight's recap. This game with St. John's. Later on, the 2 ball games over at Providence will appear there as well. And the pitch from Grog is drive into center field, and making the running catch, center fielder Brad Hodges to retire the side. Conquerors get 2 hits, 1 run, leave a man at third, and after 1, it's Trinity Christian 1, St. John's nothing. We go to the top of the second, and the Spartans will send up Wyatt, Gidcombe, and Branch, hitters 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order. Great to have good, meaningful baseball back in action. Spring training making way for the 2017 World Baseball Classic. And from earlier today, Japan defeated Cuba 11-6. The Netherlands shut out Korea 5-0. Israel has won 2 ball games, defeated Chinese Taipei, and they're set to advance to round 2. Leading off for the Spartans, left fielder Michael Wyatt. Israel, not one of the powerhouses, but they're playing very good baseball so far in this Baseball Classic tournament. Chisholm with the first pitch of the second is swung on and missed for strike 1. So Israel, 2 wins, no losses, leading Pool A. Japan leading Pool B. And a slow roller toward Pringle at second. He picks it up, throw to first in time. United States team will begin play not too long from now. Of course, we'll bring you spring training updates as well. In fact, the Cubs are playing Team Italy, and they're in the bottom of the 9th. Italy leads 8-7. Chisholm's first pitch. High fly ball into left field. Anthony Bucci unable to get there in time. That's a base hit for Gidcombe, and he's around second with a stand-up double. Gidcombe takes the first pitch deep into left field, and the Spartans have a runner at second with 1 out. Right fielder Tilson Branch with a chance to drive in the tying run. You can tell it's spring training. How about this score? The Athletics lead the Diamondbacks 19-10 in the bottom of the 7th. Pitchers not quite where they need to be just yet. First pitch from Chisholm in there for a strike. China and Cuba will get underway at 10 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. And the pitch. Line drive and a stab by Chisholm. Throw to second and a double play. Trevor Chisholm snares a line drive. Very hard hit from Tilson Branch. And he throws to second and doubles off Gidcombe. And that'll retire the side. One hit, nobody left. Bottom of the second coming up. The Conquerors lead 1-0. Go to the bottom of the second with the Conquerors leading 1-0. Albie Pringle, Jalen Ross, Anthony Bucci, hitters 6, 7, and 8. Conquerors are batting 10. JV, if the coaches agree, JV baseball is allowed to use 10 hitters, and Bryce Janney, he will bat fourth this inning. He is the extra hitter in the Conquerors lineup. Remember, this is a split squad Conquerors JV team tonight. The other half is over across the river at Providence, and that ball game should start in about 12 to 13 more minutes. Albie Pringle, second baseman, leading off for the Conquerors here in the bottom of the second. RBI ground ball from Ethan Dage, scored Brian Munoz. That's been the only run of the ball game so far. That came in the Conquerors half of the first. And the pitch from Grog, a little bit outside, ball one. Rockies lead the Rangers 3-2 in the ninth. And this pitch behind the hitter, so ball two, Pringle ahead. Albie laced a very good double against Bulls last night, late in the ball game. His only at bat last night. He made it count. And the pitch from Grog is on the outside corner, so 2 balls and a strike to the Conquerors second baseman. Pirates defeated the Braves 6-3 today. Red Sox over the Nationals 5-3, and a ground ball toward the first baseman Thomas. He picks it up and steps on the bag for out number 1. So Grog retires a first man here in the second inning. And stepping up, third baseman Jalen Ross. Baltimore defeated the Dominican Republic 5-4 this afternoon. First pitch from Grog is down and away for ball one. Cardinals 9, Marlins 2. Phillies over Detroit 11-6. 1 ball, no strikes, and this pitch hits the batter, so Ross is aboard. So the Conquerors have a runner at first with 1 out. Left fielder Anthony Bucci at the plate. Bucci 1 out of 9 on the season. Ross, good speed over there at first base. And his first pitch, 1 ball, no strikes. Yankees over Tampa Bay 7-6 in 10 innings this afternoon. And the runner's going, pitch is up high. Throw down to second is a good one, but Ross is in there safely with a stolen base. Ball 2 called on the pitch to Bucci. So Bucci ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Of course, it's nice to see the spring training scores, but remember those games, don't mean much, especially early on. Players just getting back into shape, pitchers working their arms, getting ready for the season. But it's always nice after a few months off to see Major League Baseball back in action in any form. Team Canada defeated the Blue Jays 7-1 this afternoon, and that Cubs game against Italy is now final. Italy 8, Cubs 7. Cincinnati over Kansas City 7-3. Giants 4, Dodgers 2. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. Number 22, Hunter Russell, takes the mound for the Spartans. Hopefully Grog is okay. And there's no injury to report, we hope. And we'll see if there are any other defensive changes. Finn Howell has moved over to shortstop, and it looks like Grog is taking over at second base. So Grog, an inning and a third. 2 hits, 1 earned run. Responsible for a runner on base. Jalen Ross is at second. Hunter Russell coming in from short, taking the mound. In case you missed it, Brian Munoz led off for the Conquerors in the bottom of the first with a base hit. He stole the bag and came home on a ground ball by Ethan Dage, and that's been all the scoring so far. But the Conquerors have a runner at second with 1 out. Anthony Bucci at the plate, 2 balls, no strikes. Russell from the stretch, his first pitch. Fastball, and it misses outside, ball 3. Check that, it hit the corner, and it's 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch from Russell is fouled off. So the count even at 2-2. Started to say Anthony Bucci 1 for 9 on the season. And here is a tapper hit off of Bucci's foot. So a foul ball, and we'll redo the 2-2. Cool night here on the west side. Temperatures upper 60s, low 70s. The breeze keeping it a few degrees cooler. And the 2-2 from Russell. Upstairs, ball 3. Bryce Janney on deck, Jude Smith in the hole. And Russell from the stretch. This one misses down for ball 4. So the Conquerors have 2 men aboard. Ross at second, Bucci at first. Bryce Janney, the extra hitter, he's at the plate. Janney started that ball game on the mound against Bowles last night. Did a good job. And now he's at the plate with 2 men on and the pitch. Taken down the middle for a strike. Padres defeated Mexico 7-3 earlier this afternoon. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Janney in a hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Ross delivers, ground ball toward the third baseman, over to second for 1, return throw to first, not in time. Zellum gets the force out at second. Fielder's choice for Bryce Janney. And there are 2 away. On the play, Jalen Ross takes third. So the Conquerors have runners at the corners, and there's a meeting out on the mound. Coach Hennessy wanting to talk to the officials. Now he's heading over back toward the dugout. So the Conquerors have runners at first and third. Due up is the right fielder, Jude Smith. And Smith hitless in 7 at-bats so far this season. And here is the pitch. High fly ball down the left field line. Wyatt heading over, and he is there to make the play. Conquerors get 2 men aboard but do not score. And after 2, Conquerors lead it 1-0. Spartans coming to bat in the top of the third, trailing 1-0. Jace Thomas, the number 9 hitter, will lead it off. Then the top of the order, Finn Howell and Justin Grog. No word yet on what happened with Grog. We hope he's okay. He started on the mound but moved over to second base in the middle of the inning. Trevor Chisholm winds with the first pitch, and a swing and a miss. Chisholm ahead, no balls and a strike. The other half of the Conquerors JV team about to get underway at Providence any minute now. And this pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Spartans' first baseman, Jace Thomas. Chisholm with the pitch. Fouled straight back. Chisholm ahead, 1-2, and the pitch is a fastball that misses up. Evens up the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes from Chisholm. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Third strikeout for Chisholm. And there's one here in the third, top of the order. Shortstop Finn Howell. Grounded out to shortstop his first time up. First pitch is downstairs, ball 1. Conquerors varsity softball also playing at Providence tonight. That game's scheduled to start at 7 p.m. And this one misses down. 2 balls and no strikes. Conqueror softball team is 8-1. Got off to a 6-game winning streak out of the gate. Had a little hiccup at Columbia and then won their last 2 ball games. And a strike called, 2 balls and a strike. And the Lady Conquerors defeated Class 9A Sandalwood 17-3 back on Friday night. And the pitch from Chisholm, this one hits the batter, so Howell is aboard. So a runner at first, 1 out. Justin Grog, the second baseman. So congratulations to the Lady Conquerors as they're off to a terrific first half of the 2017 season. Chisholm from the stretch, a breaking ball misses. And Grog is ahead, 1 ball, no strikes. Of course, the Lady Conquerors looking to go even further than they did last year. Made it to the state semifinal round, and they're looking to go the distance and bring home the trophy this season. Coach Ashley Houston leading the Varsity Conquerors softball team. For Coach Houston, this is her first year at Trinity, and she's done a fantastic job with these young ladies. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chisholm facing Grog from the stretch and the pitch. Hard ground ball to Ross at third. Little trouble, but he throws a second in time, and a relay throw not in time at first. That little bobble might have cost the Conquerors a double play. Good hustle by both Howell and Grog. That was a very close play at second base. Conquerors do get the lead runner. Fielder's choice puts Grog aboard at first, 2 away. Third baseman Tanner Zellum. Long look in from Trevor Chisholm. And time is called. Zellum 0 for 1, called on strikes his first time up. And that Trinity Providence game has just now begun. And a pitch from Chisholm. Inside, 1 ball, no strikes. And a pitch from Chisholm. This one misses way upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. High pop fly on the infield. Pringle drifts over and he makes the play. And that'll retire the side. Stallions get a couple of base runners, leave 1. We go to the bottom of the third. The Conquerors lead 1-0. Top of the order coming up for the Conquerors here in the bottom of the third. Munoz, Nobles, and Dage due up for Trinity. Hunter Russell begins his second inning of work. He came in with 1 out in the second. And he got out of the inning without any runs scoring. The Conquerors got a couple of men aboard. Did not push anyone across. Munoz has scored the only run of the ball game. He singled, stole a base, and scored a run in the first. Munoz with the first pitch, a line drive, 1 hopper, and into left field. So Munoz is aboard. Tough hop for Howell. And Munoz aboard. Conquerors get the leadoff man on. Brings up center fielder Christian Nobles. At Providence, Conquerors failed to score in their half of the first. So the Stallions coming up, no score. And the pitch is popped up and on the infield. Jace Thomas is there to put it away. 1 away, Nobles goes after the first pitch. And Ethan Dage, Conquerors first baseman, steps up. That base hit by Munoz. First one allowed by Hunter Russell. Dage drove in a run with an RBI ground ball in the first inning. First pitch misses down below. 1 ball, no strikes. Russell from the stretch. Runners going. Pitch is low and inside and no throw. Munoz with his second stolen base of the night. Pitch is called a strike, so 1-1 on Dage with a runner at second. Tell you who's on the field for the Conquerors at Providence after this next pitch from Russell. Instead, he steps off, looks back. In the outfield, Denver Wood in left, Matt Luxembourg in center, Preston Mansfield in right. Russell with the pitch. Hard line drive into left field, a base hit. Munoz will round third. Here comes a throw to the plate. It is cut off, and the Conquerors have a run. The ball gets away, and Dage will take second base on the play. RBI single for Ethan Dage. That's his second run driven in tonight. Munoz comes around to score. Ball got away, and Dage takes second. So 1 out, runner at second for the pitcher, Trevor Chisholm. Sidney Morley playing third, Jaden Rivera at short, Garrett Sigley at second, and Matt Crump at first. For the Conquerors at Providence, a high fly ball into right field. Branch is there, a nice one-handed play. Dage will tag, the throw to third. It's close, but he's in there. Very nice one-handed catch by Tilson Branch and a strong throw. The relay was right on target, and Dage just did get in time. So a runner at third, 2 outs. E.J. Caviers at the plate. He flew out to center to end the first. Moore catching for the Conquerors, and Justin Parrish on the mound. No score, Providence batting in the bottom of the first. Right here, Conquerors lead 2-0 with a chance for another one, and this pitch misses outside. Ethan Dage is at third. He drove in a run. Munoz has scored twice. Dage has driven him in both times. And the pitch, this one misses down and away, ball 2. Runner at third. Russell delivers, and a pop foul out of play. And that'll make it 2 balls and a strike on E.J. Caviers. So 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Ball gets away. Dage does not advance. Gidcombe gets on it quickly. Good coverage at the plate from the pitcher, Hunter Russell. So a runner at third. 2 outs, 3 balls, and a strike. And the pitch is upstairs for ball 4. Second walk from Hunter Russell, and the Conquerors with runners at first and third. 2 men out. Second baseman Albie Pringle at the plate. Courtesy runner for the catcher. Justin Simmons aboard at first. Pringle at the plate. 1 run is in. Here's the pitch. This one misses outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes on Pringle. And runner going, throw down to second is a little bit off the mark. And Caviers is in there with a stolen base. Pringle popped up to the first baseman, Thomas, his first time up. Now ahead in the count, 2-0 with 2 men in scoring position, and the pitch. This one hits the batter and the bases will be loaded. Second man that Russell has hit, and the Conquerors with a runner at every base. Brings up the third baseman, Jalen Ross. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. No score after 1 at Providence. And the pitch. High pop fly behind the infield. 2 men giving chase. It'll be the second baseman, Grog, to retire the side. Conquerors load the bases on 1 hit. They do not score. Check that, they score 1, and we go to the 4th with the Conquerors leading 2-0. Quick-paced ball game as we're already heading to the top of the 4th. The Conquerors lead 2-0. Trevor Chisholm has pitched 3 innings for Trinity, allowed 2 hits. He has struck out 3, no runs, and no walks. Hunter Russell will lead it off for St. John's Country Day School. He's followed by Brad Hodges and Michael Wyatt. Russell hit a double in the first inning. Hit it over the head of left fielder Anthony Bucci. Left-hand hitter digs in facing Chisholm, and the pitch is pulled to the right side, right at Ethan Dage. He's able to make the play. 1 pitch, 1 out. All pitching coaches love to see that. Center fielder Brad Hodges down on strikes his first time up. He's up there now with 1 out and the base is empty. Wind up from Chisholm, and the pitch. High pop fly. Ross over near the mound, and he's there for out number 2. So the first 2 Spartans have gone after pitch number 1, and Chisholm's gotten himself 2 very quick outs. Left fielder Michael Wyatt grounded out to the second baseman to lead off the second inning. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Chisholm steps off, and now everybody's ready. And the wind up and the pitch. High pop fly over our heads and out of play. No balls and a strike. That ball didn't land too far behind us. I lost it up there. Good thing it didn't hit my head, but as hard as my head is, probably wouldn't have done much damage. And the pitch is up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. My son will tell you I get very hard-headed at times. I have to be. I'm a junior high teacher. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chisholm wind and the pitch. Misses a little outside for ball 2. Conquerors at Providence batting in the top of the 2nd. No score. Conquerors have 1 hit Providence went down in order to the bottom half of the first, and a high fly ball into center field. Nobles drifts over, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, a very quick inning for Trevor Chisholm. We go to the bottom of the fourth with the Conquerors ahead 2-0. Conquerors coming up in the bottom of the fourth with a 2-run lead. Hitters 8, 9, and 10 in the order. Anthony Bucci, Bryce Janney, and Jude Smith are due up to start things off here in the bottom of the fourth. Hunter Russell on the mound. So far, an inning and 2/3. No runs, or rather 1 run. 1 hit, and he's walked 2. Anthony Bucci at the plate. He walked his first time up and was erased on a fielder's choice. And the first pitch is fouled straight back. Russell from the windup. The 0-1 is downstairs, and we're even up at a ball and a strike. And the 1-1 delivery inside. Bucci ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Glad you're able to join us here on tcajax.org. And here is the pitch from Russell. It is a chopper headed toward the middle. And throw to first from Grog is in time. Umpire, a little late call, but the call is out. And a nice play by Grog. 1 away. Trinity Baptist College Eagles won the first of 2 against the NAIA's Aquinas College, who came down to Florida from Grand Rapids, Michigan. No word yet on how game 2 went. We'll see if we can find that when we get a chance. And a line drive, base hit into right field. That is Bryce Janney. And the Conquerors have a 1-out single. So Janney now 1 for 2. And it brings up Jude Smith. Smith flew out to left field his first time up. Russell working from the stretch with a runner at first, and the pitch is in the dirt, and a nice block by Gidcombe. So a ball and no strikes. Janney with a big lead at first, and the pitch not going, and this one's called strike on the inside corner. And this pitch is downstairs, ball in the dirt. Janney with a good jump, and he will take second. That'll be a wild pitch, advancing the runner. And the Conquerors with a man in scoring position. 2 balls and a strike on Smith. And the pitch is chopped down the third base line and hits foul. Russell from the stretch. The 2-2. Line into the gap, and that is going to drop in. Janney had to hold up, make sure the ball wasn't caught, so he will stop at third. So a base hit for Smith, and the Conquerors have 2 men aboard. So runners at the corners for Brian Munoz. He has singled twice, stolen 2, and scored twice. Throw down to second as the runner's going. It is in time. And Gidcombe cuts down Smith trying to steal second. So 2 outs, a runner still at third. And a pitch from Russell is upstairs. So good throw by Jack Gidcombe. 2 balls, no strikes. And a pitch to Munoz, swing and a miss. 2-1. And a pitch from Russell, check swing, he held up in time. So Munoz way ahead in the count, 3-1, 2 for 2 tonight. Runner at third, and the pitch is popped up into right field. Drifting over is Branch, and he's there to retire the side. 2 hits, 1 man left at third. And after 4, the Conquerors lead 2-0. Go to the top of the 5th, and a new man on the mound for the Conquerors. Sophomore lefty Dawson Feetsum. Trevor Chisholm, 4 innings pitched, no runs, 2 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. And Dawson Feetsum on the mound for the Conquerors. One of the future pitchers you're going to see for Coach Morales on the varsity team in these coming years. And we'll see if there are any other defensive changes. We'll bring those to you as soon as we get the opportunity. Conquerors lead 3-0. Did I say 3? It's 2-0. Brian Munoz has scored both runs, and Ethan Dage has driven him in both times. Now Feetsum wind up in his first pitch. Low and outside to the catcher, Jack Gidcombe. Gidcombe made a terrific throw to cut down a base stealer in the bottom half of the 4th inning. He doubled to left his first time up. Feetsum a long look in, and now time called. And Feetsum is ready, and a fastball misses downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch is in there for a strike. So 2-1. No further updates from Providence at the moment. Last we heard, they played 1 full inning. Nobody had scored. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 2-2. Feetsum with the 2-2 and the windup, and the pitch is outside. That'll fill up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the lefty winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Feetsum gets the first man he faces. And with 1 away, the right fielder Tilson Branch at the plate. Hit a very hard line drive back to the box. Trevor Chisholm pitching at that time. Turned it into a double play. Feetsum with the pitch, and this is in there for a strike. After 2 at Providence, still no score. Conquerors coming to bat in the top of the 3rd. And a pitch from Feetsum, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 misses down and in. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Feetsum with the pitch. Hard ground ball into right field and a base hit for Tilson Branch. It's hit the ball hard both times up, and the Spartans have a man on with 1 out. And it'll bring up first baseman Jace Thomas. Mentioned the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. They're going to return home this weekend with a doubleheader against Toccoa Falls College. You can watch that one live on tbceagles.com. Jace Thomas called out on strikes his first time up. Feetsum from the stretch. Swing and a miss. He's ahead in the count. No balls and a strike. Softball game at Providence should be getting going any second now. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Thomas down in the count, 0-2. Throw to first. Close play, but Branch is back. Feetsum a good move to first. Checks the runner and the pitch. Misses outside, so a ball and 2 strikes to Thomas. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw down to second is not in time. Thomas out on strikes, but Branch steals second, and the Spartans have a man in scoring position. Second strikeout for Dawson Feetsum. Top of the order, Finn Howell at the plate. He's grounded out twice. Or rather, he grounded out his first time up, was hit by a pitch his last time up. And the pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. He was erased on a fielder's choice after getting hit by the pitch in the 3rd. High pop up on the infield. Munoz is there to retire the side. One hit, one man left. Go to the bottom of the fifth with the Conquerors leading 2-0. Bottom of the fifth, Conquerors leading 2-0. And due up for Trinity, Nobles, Dage, and Chisholm. Center fielder Christian Nobles, he's 1 for 2. Popped up to the first baseman his last time up. He singled to left in the first. At Providence, Conquerors have a runner at third with 2 outs. Denver Wood doubled, advanced to third on a ground ball, and Mansfield has a chance to bring him in. No score, top of the third at Providence. And the first pitch to Nobles, a little bit low for ball 1. Russell with the pitch. This is down the right side and just out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Christian Nobles at the plate. Conquerors with a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Popped up on the infield. Second baseman Grog is there for the first out of the inning. 1 away for the first baseman, Ethan Dage. He has driven in both runs. He did so with a ground ball that scored Munoz in the first. And he singled Munoz home in the third. And the pitch is on the inside corner for strike 1. Billy Cobb makes an appearance tonight. Trinity Christian graduate, varsity football and baseball player. Got himself a couple of state championships as a Conquerors quarterback. Here watching his brother Xavier on the JV team. Dage is hit by the pitch, so the Conquerors have a runner at first. Good to see Billy. He's able to come to as many games as he can. Albany State is where you're going now. Giving the nod, yes. Congratulations, Billy. We're going to have a pinch hitter now for Trevor Chisholm. And the pitch, this is in the dirt. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Dage will take second on the wild pitch. Said pinch hitter, but no, that's not a pinch hitter. That is Dawson Feetsum, who took the mound at the top half of the inning. It is his first at-bat of the ball game. And he now has a runner at second. And the pitch. High, pop fly. Did come with room. Nice job staying with it, and he makes the catch. So Gidcombe stayed with the ball. It tailed back toward the infield. He made the catch falling down, and there are 2 outs. E.J. Kaviris at the plate. He's flown to center and drawn a walk. Runner going towards third, and the pitch is called the strike, but Dage with a stolen base. Conqueror's got a run in the top of the third at Providence. Denver Woods scored on a wild pitch. Here's a line drive, knocked down, but gets by the third baseman for a base hit. So Caveras with the RBI single. Dage scores and the Conquerors lead 3-0. Hard hit ball by E.J. Caveras. Zellum got a glove on it, but it got past him into left field, and it's a 3-0 lead. Albie Pringle at the plate. He's 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch his last time up. So the Conquerors leading Providence 1-0 as the Stallions now bat in the bottom of the third. And the pitch into dirt, runner going, and that's a stolen base. Xavier Cobb, the courtesy runner, taking second on a steal. Conquerors with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs, and a pitch to Pringle instead to look back towards second. Russell with the pitch on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Conqueror's second baseman, Albie Pringle. And the pitch is in the dirt and gets away. Cobb will take third. So the wild pitch will advance the runner. 2 balls and a strike on Pringle. Cobb leads off of third. Russell from the windup. This one hits Pringle, and that's the second time he's been hit by a pitch, and the Conquerors have runners at first and third. And looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Jalen Ross at the plate. Jerome Jordan. Jordan, a freshman Conqueror, getting his first at-bat of the night. And runner going, pitch is in there for a strike. Cobb caught off of third, but he gets back in time. Pringle with the stolen base. And Jordan at the plate. Nothing out of 1 so far on the season, and the pitch is upstairs. So 2 men in scoring position, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Cobb, the runner, at third. Pringle at second. This one misses down. 3 balls and a strike on Jerome Jordan. Bucci waiting on deck. Hunter Russell with the pitch. Line drive and a base hit into center field. Cobb will score. Here's Pringle being held up at third. And that's an RBI single for Jerome Jordan. Conquerors lead 4-0. So Jordan at first, Pringle at third. Anthony Bucci at the dish. 2 runs are in. Bucci has grounded out both times up. And here is the pitch. Hit hard toward the shortstop. And Howells makes the play at second to retire the side. Conquerors get 2 runs, and we go to the 6th with Trinity leading 4-0. Top of the 6th coming up, and due up for the Spartans. Hitters 2, 3, and 4, Justin Grogg, Tanner Zellum, and Hunter Russell. Providence got a run in the bottom of the 3rd, so with the Conquerors batting in the 4th, that ball game is tied at 1. Sexton for Providence scored on a pass ball. So both teams scoring on balls that got by the catcher. It's 1-1 over at Providence. Dawson Feetsum on the mound here. 2nd inning of work and the first pitch. Low and outside for ball 1. Justin Grogg singled in the 1st, reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. And this pitch misses a little bit inside. So Grogg ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. He started off on the mound tonight. Glad to see he's all right. Had a little sore arm. We found out a little later after he came off, but everything's okay. And here's a pitch from Feetsum. This one is called strike 1. Bryce Janney now playing 3rd for the Conquerors. And the pitch is upstairs. That is ball 4. Conquerors have a new man at 2nd base also. Looks like Dylan Siegbert playing 2nd base. Runner at 1st. Nobody out. Tanner Zellum at the plate. Throw to 1st, runner back. First walk issued by Feetsum. And a timeout. There's a meeting at the mound. Varsity softball at Providence is underway. No update yet on how that one has started off. Conquerors are 8-1 on the season. This one misses a little bit outside. Runner at 1st is Justin Grogg. He led off with a walk. Feetsum with the pitch. This one's on the corner. Count even at 1-1. Top of the 6th, Conquerors lead 4-0. Feetsum with the pitch in the dirt. A good block by Severes, and he holds a runner at 1st. Two balls and a strike. And the pitch fouled off. Evens it up at 2-2. Friday afternoon, the Conquerors will take on Episcopal at 4 p.m., the junior varsity team that is. We'll have it for you here on tcajax.org. The next varsity home game, March 16th. We'll have that one for you as well. And fouled back. And we'll redo the 2-2 pitch. Varsity team tomorrow heading down to face West Orange, a Class 8A ball club. They're going to play TNXL on Saturday, so some very tough competition for the Varsity Conquerors. They had a pretty good time with Gainesville Bucolts last weekend. Another 8A team. Conquerors won that game big. This one misses down and in. So a full count on Tanner Zellum. A.J. Labus went 6 shutout innings in that ball game. And the pitch is called strike 3 on the inside corner. First strikeout for Feetsum, and with one away, brings up the pitcher Hunter Russell. One for 2 on the night as Russell a double in the first. And the pitch. Ground ball towards Siekbert at second. He turns, throws to second, gets the lead runner. So a force out at second. Russell aboard on a fielder's choice. And there are 2 away. Brad Hodges, a center fielder, is 0 for 2. Conquerors at Providence have a runner at first with 1 out. Moore at the plate. Crump got himself an infield single, and the pitch over to first instead. And the runner is back. Well, Crump's just been erased on a caught stealing, so the base is empty now for the Conquerors. This one gets away. Russell, a big turn around second, but he will hold. And a wild pitch puts a runner in scoring position for the Spartans. Homan, the Providence catcher, throws out Crump, attempting to steal second. It's 1-1. As the Conquerors still bat in the top of the 4th at Providence. Remember, it's a split squad. Here, Feetsum on the mound, 2-2. Pitch to Hodges. Swing and a miss. And Hodges at the dish. And a pitch. This one in the dirt. Conquerors lead 4-0. 2 outs as St. John's bats here in the top of the 6th. Feetsum from the stretch. This one misses. Up and in. Runner at second base. Hunter Russell reached on a fielder's choice, advanced on the wild pitch. Feetsum turns and fires, and the runner's back. Close play, but Russell got his hand in under the tag. Conquerors did not score in the 4th. Providence coming up, tied at 1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll fill up the count. Three balls, 2 strikes to the center fielder, Brad Hodges. Feetsum working from the stretch with a runner at second, and the pitch fouled off to the left side and out of play. Janney giving chase, but the ball's in the bullpen. So we'll do it then with the payoff pitch, 3-2 to Brad Hodges. Ball 4 misses down low. So 2-man on. Second walk by Feetsum. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Michael Wyatt. He is grounded to second. And he's flown out to center. Hit the ball pretty well both times. 2 on, 2 out, and the pitch misses inside for ball 1. Feetsum, a long look back at second. Big lead by Russell. The pitch is fouled back. And it's 1-1. Russell at second, Hodges at first. Big lead, nobody holding him on, and the pitch, swing and a miss. And Feetsum's ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, check swing. And he went around. Severes applies a tag. That is a second strikeout for Feetsum. And we go to the bottom of the 6th with the Conquerors leading 4-0. Bottom of the 6th, Conquerors are going to send up a pinch hitter for Janney. Justin Simmons will lead things off. He's followed by Jude Smith and Brian Munoz. New man on the mound for St. John's Country Day. Number 10, Brad Hodges on the mound. Justin Simmons will bat for Janney. Simmons 1 for 7 on the season. Getting an opportunity here as the Conquerors lead 4-0 as we start the bottom of the 6th. Brad Hodges, a new pitcher. Thank you to everybody tuning in here on tcajax.org. We're very glad to have you. First pitch misses upstairs. So Simmons ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Hodges with the pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Simmons at the dish. Smith waiting on deck, and the pitch misses up and away, ball 2. And this one called ball 3, and Simmons way ahead in the count. Providence has pushed a run across in the bottom of the fourth, and they have the bases loaded. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw to first is in time. Russell back at short, and he makes the play. Providence bases loaded, nobody out, and 1 run in. They lead the Conquerors 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Hodges winds up and delivers. First pitch to Jude Smith. Inside, ball 1. Smith has flown out and singled. This one down and in, ball 2. Ball 3, and batter is not Jude Smith, it is Xavier Cobb. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Of course, his brother Billy would know him. Billy keeping me straight. And the pitch to Cobb. Downstairs, ball 4. So Cobb aboard. 1 man out. Top of the order. Brian Munoz has had a good night. 2 for 3, 2 stolen bases, and 2 runs scored. Xavier Cobb leading off at first. And the pitch is looped into left field. And a catch made by Wyatt. 2 down. And heading to the plate. Dylan Seekbird at the plate. Runner leading off first, Xavier Cobb with a big lead. And the pitch. Good quick delivery to the plate from Brad Hodges. Another run home for the Stallions. Still batting, bases loaded, nobody out, leading 3-1. Couple of errors by the Conquerors have led to 2 runs. 1 out now, bases loaded for the Providence Stallions. Looping liner into center and down for a hit. Cobb will stop at second. So a base hit puts runners at first and second. Ethan Dage at the plate. He's driven in 2 runs tonight. 1 with a ground out, 1 with a single. He was hit by a pitch and ended up scoring his last time up. This one fouled off. No balls and a strike. And the 0-1 swung on and missed. So Dage in a hole, 0-2. Feetsum waiting on deck. And the pitch is a fly ball into right field. Going to be a tough play. It is down. Cobb around third. Throw to the plate is cut off. Cobb scores. And an RBI single for Ethan Dage, and that is his 3rd run driven in tonight. Runners at the corners. Dawson Feetsum at the plate. Popped up to the catcher his first time up. Hodges from the stretch with runners at the corners, and the pitch swung on and missed. Catcher E.J. Caviers waits on deck. 4-1 now in favor of the Providence Stallions. And a slap down the first baseline. It gets by the first baseman Thomas, and a run scores. Another runner will stop at third. Dage at third and Feetsum at second. So the Conquerors, 2 men on, 2 out for the catcher, E.J. Caviers. Six nothing in favor of the Conquerors, and this pitch called on the outside corner. Ball 1 is outside. Another run for the Stallions. Sexton with an RBI single. 5-1 Providence. 2 balls and a strike on E.J. Caviers. And the pitch is in there for strike 2. This one is chopped foul, and we'll redo the 2-2 pitch. Albie Pringle on deck. And the pitch. This one is down and in. Full count. E.J. Caviers. He has popped to center, walked, had an RBI single his last time up. And the pitch. High fly ball into center field. And play is made, and that'll retire the side. Conquerors get 2, and we go to the top of the 7th. Trinity leads 6-0. Dawson Feetsum on the mound, trying to close this one out for the Conquerors as St. John's Spartans come up in the top of the 7th. Trinity leads 6-0. When Feetsum came in, it was a save situation, so he can retire the side. He will pick up the save. Trevor Chisholm, pitcher of record at the moment. He went 4 innings, no runs, allowed only 2 hits and struck out 3. Feetsum has pitched 2 innings. He's allowed 2 hits. He's walked 2 and struck out 2. Bottom third of the order. Gridcombe, Branch, and Thomas due up for St. John's. Providence now leading Trinity 6-1 at the end of 4. So hopefully the Conquerors can mount a rally, pull back to in that game, and maybe pick up a comeback W to bring home. Jack Gridcombe, 1 for 2. His one hit, a double, and a pitch. Swung on a miss, no balls, and a strike. Feetsum from the windup, and this one hits the batter. And the Spartans get the leadoff man aboard. Tilson Branch, the right fielder. He's 1 for 2. He's hit the ball hard both times. Lined into a double play. Picked himself up a base hit his last time to the plate. Feetsum with the pitch downstairs. Severez blocks it, keeps the runner at first. 1 ball, no strikes to Tilson Branch. From the stretch, swung on and missed. Evens up the count, 1-1. This one misses down in the dirt, gets away, and that allows Russell to take second base. So a runner at second with nobody out. Tilson Branch looking to drive in the run. Big hole on the left side. Munoz covering now, gets back into position. Ground ball towards second base. Siegbert knocks it down, throw to first in time. Out recorded, but Gridcom takes third on the play. Jace Thomas at the plate with a runner at third and 1 out. Infield is playing back, looking to get the out at first. So a ground ball could score the run from third. And the pitch. This one's fouled back. No balls and a strike on Jace Thomas. Nothing out of 2. Breaking ball, a beauty in there for strike 2. Oh, and 2 on Thomas. Curveball hit towards Munoz. He will go to first. The run will score. So the Spartans are on the board, an RBI for Jace Thomas. But there are 2 away. Leadoff man Finn Howell at the plate, 0 for 2. It's hit by a pitch in the third. Base is empty, 2 away, top of the 7th. Conquerors lead 6-1, and the pitch. Fastball misses, down and in. One ball, no strikes on Finn Howell. Wind up and the pitch. This one called a strike. Feetsum delivers. Fly ball into right field. It's going to drop down for a base hit. Howell on board for the 2nd time tonight. And with a runner at first and 2 away, it brings up Justin Grog. He has singled, reached on a fielder's choice, and walked. So 1 for 2 on the night is Grog. 2 out, runner at first, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Feetsum from the stretch and the pitch. This one misses down and away. So a ball and a strike to Grog, and the pitch misses upstairs, ball 2. Howell aboard at first. He singled, and the pitch. Line drive, base hit. Howell will stop at second, and the Spartans have strung together a couple of hits here with 2 outs in the 7th. Tanner Zeller at the plate, 0 for 3. Conquerors have a couple of men aboard over at Providence. Jaden Rivera at the plate, 2 on, 1 out, and the pitch. is in there for a strike. Jared Donald led off the inning with a single, and Morley walked. Now 2 on and 1 out. Justin Parrish at the plate. Right here it's 0-2 on Tanner Zellum. So Feetsum trying to close this one out. 2 men on, 2 outs. And the pitch in the dirt. Good block by Severes. Feetsum with the 1-2. Misses low and away. Evens up the count 2-2. Hunter Russell waiting on deck. Conquerors lead by 5. Need to get 1 more out. And the pitch. Up high, and that's a full count. So the runners will be moving. 3-2, 2 outs. Tanner Zellum looking to put one in the gap, and the pitch. Runners go. High fly ball into center field. And that is going to do it. Spartans get a run, leave 2. And the final score, Trinity Christian 6, St. John's Country Day 1. The winning pitcher, Trevor Chisholm, 4 innings, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. Dawson Feetsum goes 3 innings to pick up the save. 1 run, 4 hits, walked 2 and struck out 2. So for Dean Bureau and everybody here at TCA, thank you for tuning in on TCAJax.org. Thank you to the Spartan guests for making the trip up to Trinity. We'll see you Friday afternoon as the JV Conquerors take on the Episcopal Eagles. Raymond Bureau saying good night. God bless you from Trinity Christian Academy.